Hello, everyone. Thank you for tuning in. I am Jaylee. This is JLeesCorner, and this is my review of Housewives of Atlanta. It's a season 13, episode 14. I know it's late, and this review isn't really for people to be watching me live. It's just because if I did not do it live, I probably would not have done it at all. Okay, this season of Housewives of Atlanta is getting real boring to me. Real boring to me. That's also why I'm not really on screen right now. I'll pop in a second. I'm just look, honey. It's late. I'm tired. So yeah, I'm here, but I'm not here. Okay. I hope everybody had a great night. I do not plan to be on here long, but yeah, I may even go live again in like an hour and a half after I'm done watching Married to Medicine, just because I don't feel like recording, reviewing, and then, having to edit and all that stuff. But we shall see. But first things first, if you have not done so already, please take a moment to subscribe to my channel to become a whole JayBird, dun, and all that goodness and stuff. Okay, do not forget to do what? Like the video, comment in the comment section. You can also share the video on your social media by hitting the share button. You want to make sure that you relax and you relate and you release and you center yourself and everyone around you. Okay, do not forget to also inhale and exhale because we all need to do that and whatnot. Okay, I will say that I will be live this Saturday. Actually, me and Bondi will be live. We're doing a little girls' night game nights. Y'all know I always have my game nights that I do, but we're going to try to do it as the girl chat one, but Jamie and Niecy can't make it. So it'll be me and Bondi this Saturday at 5 p.m. Central, 6 p.m. Eastern. So make sure y'all come to have some good time with me and Bondi this coming Saturday. But on to this episode of Housewives of Atlanta. Yeah, I'm here, y'all. We see Kenya, and I don't have many pictures. I only have pictures of the costume part. Kenya meets up with Marlo. Okay, it was Kenya, Marlo, and also Fallon, who met up because Marlo was opening a showroom to rent her designer clothes. Many people have these consignment shops. It's basically a consignment shop, meaning people have these things or whatever, they rent them out. You rent them out to people and they borrow, bring it back. Borrow, bring it back. But I feel like in COVID times, do you really want to be renting other people's clothes? Because what if somebody get the clothes who, could be, I don't know. I don't want to rent no clothes. I do not want to rent clothes. I've never been a renter of things of that nature, so that's weird to me. But again, it was what it was. But Marlo has a lot of designer things that she wants to, like purses, I get. Maybe even shoes, maybe jewelry, but not clothes. Okay, not clothes. Shoes weird because again, people feet. I don't even like bowling because bowling, if you don't have your own shoes, you putting your feet in shoes everyone else has their feet in. So I'm weird like that. I ain't got time or whatever. I'm gonna leave that be. So Fallon does leave and whatnot, but she does not leave for telling the ladies about the Halloween party. Hey, y'all popping in. Again, if you are watching the replay, that's fine. I did not go live to have that many live people watching me. I does not feel like I'm editing. So again, I'm gonna go live again for Married to Medicine in about an hour or two. I'll be up. If you're not, that's fine. Anyway, but yeah, Fallon brings up how she's having the whole Halloween party. And so the ladies are invited. Now, Marlo will say, I can't make it that day. I have a pre-arrangement, so I can't come. Fine. So Kenya and Marlo sit there and chit chat or whatever. I would not want to bring any of my clothes to the other girl because they have, wet ass cooch. I'm like, I don't think having wet cooch, is a bad thing. And I feel like I would prefer to rent to girls I know versus strangers because I feel like all my friends wash their cooch. But I don't know if strangers do, so I don't know if I want strangers in my clothes. So I'm like, I'm not sure. Right, renting clothes in a pandemic, it'll be like, no, ma'am. Because I'm just not that girl. I don't even like. I do most of my shopping online for clothes. I get mainly everything because in the store, I've always felt like when you go in the store, People could have tried it on and took it off. They could have tried it on with no pennies on. So if I was in a weird person with buying clothes in the store. So I was very happy that online shopping took over. So everything I bought from Torrid, Lane Bryant, all the stores, I shop online. This is how I shop. Little added bonus, okay? This is my rule to shopping. You shop online, you go to the store, you look at everything on the website, okay? You look at everything. You put everything you want in the cart. Get your size, put everything you want in the cart. Then when you're done looking at everything, go to your cart, then edit your cart down to what you really, really want. Okay, it takes like that much, okay? You take things out, and then when you get the stuff you really want, you buy it all. You buy it all. You get it home. Okay, you have to send to your house. You sit at home. You try it on within 14 days. And whatever you don't want, you send that back and keep what you do want. Okay, that's how I shop. I get everything I want. And if I get it home, I try it on like I just send it back. But again, at least I know, one, the clothes I tried on was clean and I send it back. I'm not trying on stuff. It's just weird to have. I don't like that or whatever. But that's my rule to shopping or whatever, And you put it, you try it on, put it back in the bag. You don't leave it sitting or whatnot. You keep it clean, okay? That's just me. But let's move on. I got off all our tangent. Anyway, Marlo then asked Kenya about her and Latoya. Okay, what's going on with you and Latoya? Thank you, Brianna. Say, I'm your friend in your head. Okay. I'm the same way. Yeah, that's how I shop. I just, I feel like at my house, I'm the only one wearing the clothes. No one else has worn them. I'm trying them on, clothes on, clean, and I'm not trying to do that. You don't order clothes and hope you take them back. But if not, you send them back to the warehouse. Okay, to the warehouse and whatnot, okay? But I'd be hoping like, okay, I need a bag that's sealed, and I rarely send clothes back because it's a real case that I have to send stuff back. Anyway, off the topic. Yeah, but when Marlo asked her about her Latoya, and she then goes into the whole thing about, at the little party at Shamia's house, she told us that, that you're getting divorced or whatever, that Mark wants alimony. And I'm like, And the way that Marlo told Kenya, it seemed real shady. She left a lot out. She left out the content, and which is the reason that Latoya brought that up. Now, I'm not defending Latoya. I'm also not defending Kenya. But I feel like Toya said that in defense of Kenya and them saying Kenya's a fucked up person, her point was, because Kenya's going through some things or whatever, she not being her best person right now. And when they kept asking her what, she just said it. Boom, pow, pow. And I was like, she also did not mention that Drew and Portia both said, like, you shouldn't do that. And not that Portia or Drew were defending Kenya, because they were not defending Kenya. They were saying, you should not be telling us her business. We don't fuck with her. We don't like her. But you should not be telling us what she got going on. That's not right. Right. Boom. Funny how Marlo did not mention Portia and Drew shut Toya down, while Marlo herself was silent. Yes, Marlo was dead silent. Dead. She didn't say nothing. She sat there tight lips as if nothing was wrong. So again, I feel like it's funny to see Marlo do what they said she would do, which is she would fall in line with Kenya and then start being buddy. Let's make everybody else to be the scapegoat. But I'm going to leave that be too. Because Marlo, girl, that was messy. It was messy only because you did not explain it in the right content. You know what I'm saying? In the right context. Because again, she didn't just out. Girl, guess what? She wasn't like gossiping. She said, y'all saying she been this, that, and other because she going through a lot. Look what's going on with her. And it was in defense of Kenya on Latoya's side, okay? But I'm going to leave that be too. Let's move on to the next thing. We see Drew. Drew is at home. She brings out she has some business to do in New Orleans, and so she wants to also make the trip a girl trip. She wants to, have a better girl trip than they had in South Carolina. I think it was South Carolina. And so she's like, that's what I want to have. Her mama thinking on topic of how, they had family in they had family in New Orleans or whatever, and they want to, try to make it a little trip. Her mama then goes into how back in the day when she was younger, that, they dealt with racism back then because, again, that's when they were segregated. And then her mom then brings up how her great grandfather is actually white. Okay. But Drew then said, but see, that confused me. I said, why does it confuse you? So Drew brings up how I forgot her mother banner. She brings up how her mom was actually adopted. Okay. So her mother is not speaking about her biological side. She's speaking about her adoptive parents side of things or whatever. And I was like, Now her mom was like, look, I don't care that I was adopted or whatever. When I speak about my family, I'm talking about them because that is my family. Point blank, period. Okay. So Drew wants to know more about her mom's bio dad side. It seems. I'm assuming her mom bio side maybe reached out and they know some stuff because they weren't talking about Drew's mom's birth parents. They kept talking about Drew's mom's birth father. Okay, her mom like, I don't care about that man. If you want to figure things out or whatever and reach out to him and figure out things, that's on you because for 70 whatever years, he's never reached out to see me, to talk to me, to do things. So I don't care about finding him. That's on you or whatever. Now, Drew's point is her son's father, oldest son's father, her son is 9. His dad was in prison when he was born. Okay. And so the son don't really know him at all, but he's been reaching out recently to talk to the son. So Drew was feeling some kind of way about her son, if he should know, his bio dad side. I get the correlation, but I feel like you can't compare your son having a whole bio dad in this world who happened to be in prison versus your mama who was given up for some reason and was given up for adoption or whatever. Her birth father just never came to find her. If his birth dad is reaching out because he's out of prison, like, allow that to happen. Because again, if he was in prison when he was born, I don't know for what. I didn't look it up, but it was what it was. But again, kind of let him do whatever. But I'm my girl back. So, her mom thing is like my parent, like my mom, my dad, my adopted parents, like that is my DNA. Those are my parents. And people seem to forget you do not have to be someone's blood relative for them to fully consider you family. Okay, and I appreciate how Drew's mom said that. Now I also wonder why Drew mama still there. Like why she ain't went back home? Why is she at the house? Like she got a house to go back to? I would have been left, but I'm leaving that be too. We do see Cynthia and Michael have a little lunch date or whatever since getting married. They were laughing about the wedding, how Cynthia took, 10 minutes to say her vows. I'm like, damn, 10 minutes? Look, I am not a wedding person. I don't mind being a wedding guest, but like I ain't the one to like, oh my God, oh the wedding. That's never been me or whatever. That's just what it is. Like when I get married, I want something quick, short. I don't want a lot of guests. I don't want all that to do. Like we're gonna go to the courthouse or to Vegas, do a whole drive-through wedding. We might have a reception party, yes. But the whole wedding with the wedding dress and all that shit, I think I always felt like that's a waste of money. So that's not my zhush. That's not my ministry or whatever. So I'm my girl. I would have been pissed sitting there and she talking for 10 minutes. Girl, you don't shut the fuck up and go on and finish. But I'm Lee Debbie. They also talk about how Leon, put a whole IG post. Cynthia, you've been a great woman, a great mom. You're gonna be a great wife to Mike Hill. It was cute and whatnot. You know what I'm saying? I like how Cynthia and Mike seem to both be so mellow together. Like the fact that they both have the same humor about how Leon is, and him and Leon and Mike are cool. But I feel like Cynthia's boyfriend's over because even Peter and Leon was cool. So Leon's a cool dude. He really, really is. But let's move on past that. But anyway, Mike wants to keep his house in LA. He wants Cynthia to be able to keep Lake Bailey, okay, but it should be Lake Bailey on the hill because they married now. But he also wants to get her, not get her, but he wants to have them purchase a home together in Atlanta because he just wants them to have their own space together. Not her moving to his house in LA or him moving to her house in Atlanta, but again, they can find a house that's bigger for them two to be together. Now, I don't know how that makes sense money-wise. Like, if we're going to live in Atlanta and, you have your house in LA, like, is that a waste of money? Unless if he owned his house and she owned her house and they may be renting them out and they just keep them for whatever reason, I guess so. But I'm like, I would not want to keep a house in Atlanta if we buy a new one as long as we're renting it out. Like, I would not say keep that house and then let it sit. That to me don't make no sense. But she was down to like, you know what I'm saying, do whatever because as long as we together, I'm like, that's all that matters. I'm like, oh, that'd be cute. Anyway, we then see Drew gives her a call to say, hey girl, I want to invite you. We're gonna have a whole little girl trip to New Orleans or whatever. I'm gonna have a whole private jet or whatever. I'm gonna invite everyone, including Kenya, and I'm gonna show her how to be a better host than she ever was. I think anyone can be a better host than Kenya because Kenya didn't get no fucks. Okay, at all. But anyway, now they go on a whole little trip or whatever. I would have invited Kenya, but Kenya would not have been invited on my private jet. She would have had to fly a coach or drive her damn self or catch a taxi. I don't know. But she wouldn't have came on my private jet. We've had too many issues for me to want to on my plane, but I'm gonna let that be. Even though I know production had paid for it, but it was fine. It was what it was. Now we do see Drew and Ralph talking. Look, Ralph this season, right? Hopefully, right? Hopefully, I have to put on. Look, I feel like everyone now knows you have to have good food. Again, Kenya was just a bad host. She didn't care at all, but that's Kenya. But with Ralph and Drew talking, I don't know why Ralph was such a horrible asshole the first like 2 or 3 episodes this season. And the past maybe 2 episodes, I think, Ralph has came off as a better husband. I can see now why Drew loves him because seeing them two talk about her son, who she has to have a conversation with, because the father wants to talk to the son, and it's hard for her to have that conversation with the son because again, the son don't really want to meet or talk to the father, whatever. Now she brings up how again he was in prison before he was born, but she took the son to see him once in prison when the son was 2, and they met again for the first time again in person last year. But the son's like, I don't want to talk to him, I don't want to meet him, whatever. I'm good on him. And for her, she's like, I don't know how to, or I don't know if I want to like force him to talk to dad or whatever. She's worried about the whole situation or whatever. And Ralph was like, I never want him to feel like when he gets older that we did not at least try to not force him, we did not allow him to get to know his dad on any better level. Like he may not want to do it now, but he may be appreciative later if they can have this father-son bond or whatever. And I'm like, Ralph was making all the sense in the world. Like he sounded like a supportive husband. He sounded like a loving father. Like we don't know that Ralph. We just know 3 days missing in Florida, Ralph, up there in Tampa. But I feel like this is the Ralph that Drew say is who she loved, and when it's good or whatever. Now, I mean, bad is bad too, but I don't want. So they then go and talk to the son, and the mama there to him, like, why the mama always around? And so when they asked the little son about, his old dad, I'm like, old dad? What you mean old dad? So apparently when she was dating Ralph, he first called him Ralph, Uncle Ralph. And then when she married him, they had to get a new name. They still, to me, didn't explain why the first dad was old dad and not is Ralph new dad. But I'm like, if he never knew dad when he just be dad, I was confused. Nonetheless. But I'm like, whatever. But the son's like, I don't want to meet him. I don't want to talk to him. Whatever. I'm good on that. I just want some sushi. Can I get some sushi? Can I go? I am over this conversation or whatever. I won't talk about it no more. Like I'm over it. And it wasn't like they were even bombarding him from what they showed us with info on the father. They were trying to ask him, like, do you want to meet him and talk to him? He's like, no, I'm good. Love, enjoy with my sushi. And Ralph then explained in the best way I felt like a father can talk to his son, or a stepfather to a stepson, or whatever, however you want to word it. But him bringing up, my dad was not around that much, and I was happy to be able to know where I came from by getting to my dad later on or whatever. And I feel like you will want to see where you came from because a piece of you comes from him, and you may want to see that or whatever. And I was like, oh, wow, I was like, oh. I want a Ralph, not that Ralph, but who he seems like he may be on good days or whatever. Ralph stopped drinking the dumb bitch juice because I was like, he is nice. what is going on here, whatever. So again, it was just the perfect way to explain, what was going on and how he should want to or take the chance to get to know the father, whatever. And the kid then said, well, maybe, okay, later in life, later on down the line, I'll want to meet him. Can I get my sushi? Okay, and he walks away. And again, he's 9 years old, so you can't expect a 9 year. And Drew also brought up how he don't even really quite understand the whole that's my dad, Ross my dad, he back now. He's a bit confused over it all. So again, hopefully in like a couple years or whatever, it'll be better. Now on to the party of the Halloween party. So we had a couple costumes, boom, pow, pow. So Cynthia came as hand sanitizers, and I was like, girl, that's a swimsuit. I feel. Not that I think it's a dumb costume, but I also think it's a dumb costume. I also think it's a smart costume. It can go either way. But again, I was like, it was just so simple. It was Cynthia in a swimsuit. Now she looked great, but that's it. We had in the middle, we have Fallon. Fallon came as Medusa. Now Fallon's makeup in this was amazing. Okay, it was really, really amazing. If you ask me, I loved her. I think she would absolutely be like best costume, best dress, or whatever. Next to Fallon, we have Candy, who came as a cheetah. Candy's makeup did make you question, who was that? Who was that? I was like, that's Candy. So she do look different. And if you did not know who she was, I was like, who was the person in the cat? So that was kind of cute. Shamia came as an astronaut. Tight ass suit, you know what I'm saying? With a helmet. It's fine. I guess so. Now, we then had who came in next? Honey, oh, Lord Jesus. Kenya Ass came as a Native American. Now, my note says, which I think is offensive. I think I heard they say when you dress up like a Native American, it's offensive. That's what my note says. And I was correct. I don't think we're supposed to do that. Not only is it offensive, Kenya was on Twitter saying how it's a part of her heritage. The reason I call bullshit is because had it been a part of your heritage, you would not have picked such a stereotypical costume. You have a Native American headdress, which I believe they have to earn. You're not supposed to put them on if you haven't earned it. Okay, for one. And for two, the cheap ass, Pocahontas type outfit dress that she had on, which is stereotypical of people trying to dress up like a Native American. I feel like, when you are really a Native American, if that is a part of your heritage, you would not dress up like this. Okay? And Kenya, right, Ranting, Kenya too damn at her age, she this is wrong. Kenya is in her 50s. Okay, in her 50s. And I'm like, you cannot be that dumb. That is not a part of your heritage. And if it is, this is not how you salute that. Okay? It just isn't. And saying anything else is complete bullshit. Okay? Now, while we at it, I need y'all to like the damn video. Like the video, please, and thank you. This is 132 y'all in here even at midnight, but I only have 34 likes. So can y'all please go ahead, be nice enough to hit the like button. Okay, y'all ain't got nothing else to do but hit the like button because I'm saying y'all like the video. That's why y'all here. And I'm very appreciative of y'all being here, but as Bonnie said all the time in her lives, don't stalk me, which means don't watch me and not like the video. It is greatly appreciated when y'all like our content. We entertain y'all and all that, okay? But let's get back to the bullshit of Kenya in the damn outfit, okay? It's offensive. It's completely offensive. It is cultural appropriation. Yes, all up and through. Okay. Now I've seen a couple people say, this is the first one I said. I know they did not get dressed up in costumes to sit around the table. I mean, no music, no food, no nothing. At least then the lights have the music. I mean, something. Okay. I seen somebody else, boring ass party. Okay, born ass party. Let Cynthia be 53 in the best hand sanitizer. She was the best hand sanitizer. I get that, but it was Cynthia in a swimsuit. Okay, but that's neither here nor there. One thing I'm gonna say about this is Kenya's on some bullshit. I need everyone to call her out on it because again, it is a public knowledge that you should not dress up as a Native American. You should not do it. Period. Okay, now Drew came as a cat from the TV, from the Broadway musical Cats. This looks like Cats. Okay, I'm gonna let that be. At first, I didn't know who she was, so I like how her makeup was very, very. You know what I'm saying? Her face was covered. Okay, so fine, fine, fine. We then had Latoya, honey, as a dead mermaid. Okay, a whole dead mermaid. Now Portia came later on, real, real late, okay? And she came as just a cat. A whole Party City ass cat, okay? A Party City headband. That probably was PJ damn headband, her gloves, okay? Portia, your outfit was the worst. Okay, absolutely worst. But what I will say about the party, y'all have to remember this was during COVID. So they could not have parties. You also have to know that on Housewives, you can't play music. So this was a COVID party for them to sit around and chit chat. So I don't think Fallon party was boring. I think it was what it could be in COVID times. You can't invite people to the party. If you think about it, any event they've had has been just really them. And that's it. So yeah, I didn't expect them to do much else. But I think people forget you can get 8, 9 people in a room and y'all have a good time. It's just that stuff that started happening made shit boring. Okay. Anyway, so Kenya, who tells them that she could have had music and games, though. I think people came late. I agree. It's not that you have nothing, but I think because of the way things happened, it was nothing. And plus, she new to the group. She don't know find a party for them. Yeah, if you notice on most housewife shows, the music we hear them playing isn't what they listen to at all because they can't play music if it's not copywritten and approved or whatever. So yeah. But when Kenya get there, Kenya brings up how Marlo isn't coming or whatever. They're like, oh, so now she talking for Marlo? I'm like, ain't she? Now Latoya walk in and can I get a drink? Where I want some to drink, blah, blah, blah. She then say, this is what dating a 65-year-old man will get you. This is what it does. Like, where are the service, whatever. I need someone to serve me in this house. And I'm like, why you call her husband? Oh, you can't come up in here talking about people's husbands' ages, okay? And I feel like the first time that she met Fallon, when she said, you look like you date older men who got money, she keep coming Fallon, and I'm like, bitch, leave me alone. Leave me alone. Wait, comments, boom, pow, wow. I don't remember her congratulating with that. No, people are on social media going in at her for real. And she then said, it's a part of my heritage. That's what she said before I got on live. I don't know if since then she said something different, but again, that's what it was. But Portia got to remind me of girls. Yes, the girls at the frat party. Absolutely. Okay. They were so rude about the party. I don't even like them. Production probably forced her to hold the party. I kind of agree. Someone had to have a party and they probably had her do it. That's because she said this last minute party, which means within the past couple of days, we need a party. Found out, can you have it? Probably say yes. So it's only so much you can do. But other than that, Latoya coming at Fallon's husband's age was some bullshit to me. Messy boots all up in there. Okay. Now you can tell Fallon's not here for the bullshit. Okay. Not here for the bullshit. Now she do get up and get that girl a damn drink because I'm gonna be a nice hostess or whatever. But remember, rich people don't talk like that. Only broke people do. Meaning you broke. You broke, bitch, leave me alone. And Toya in the end said that Fallon is from the hood. So this is this come up for her. I'm like, bitch, you being real messy. This is my thing. You never come to someone else's house and comfort them, their home, or their spouse. And Latoya came in doing all of that. And that's why I feel like things took a turn for the worse real quick or whatever. I'm like, girl, bye. So at that point in time, we see Toya and Kenya was talking or whatever. And I'm like, what's going on? Because Toya like, well, Kenya been avoiding me, not calling me back or whatever, avoiding my texts. What's going on? Did you got a new boo? Have you replaced me? Okay, have I been replaced? Do I need to move on? She then said, well, no, you moved on in Charleston. Meaning when you was up in South Carolina with Portia, that was you moving on. The fact that Kenya keeps holding on to the fact that Toya was messing around with, getting friendly with Portia is bullshit to me. And it showed that Kenya is jealous of Portia. I feel like Kenya feel like anyone who is my friend cannot be friends with Portia, which is dumb because everyone else is. I'm like, what is wrong with you? Well, I mean, Marlo, it's because Marlo said stuff that I feel some kind of way. But I'm leave that be. I'm in my own head thinking or whatever. So they then toast to going to New Orleans, Cynthia getting married, being Mrs. Hill now, and Candy, who has a new movie role in a movie. Candy had a movie role, but Kenya don't. I'm going to leave that there. Because y'all love how Kenya is a whole actress or whatever. Oh, she's an actress. But in what? Okay? In what? Kenya been to Portia since day one. And that's the thing. I don't think she needs to be, okay, at all. And it's weird. Yes, I also believe that Latoya Taylor is a founder in her beautiful home and okay marriage. I don't know them. People in her money. Yeah, it's bullshit for me. Okay, it's complete bullshit for me. So Miss America's still mad that Big Mouth wanted to bump Cooch with. Yeah, it's a lot going on. It's a lot going on. I don't know why. What would your costume if you went? Honey, I don't know. Maybe I would have been asked not to with Shamir. Kenya then go ask to talk to Toya separately or whatever. And she brings up, I can't believe that you would tell the girls who are evil and mean to me any of my personal business. Why don't you do that? And I'm like, girl, calm down. And I was trying to defend you. And truth be told, she was. She really was trying to defend Kenya. But Marlo did not tell her that part of it. So Toya, in my opinion, was wrong for bringing it up, but I get the reason she did it. But again, Toya messy. She's messy. She's a flip-flop or whatever. And she would do what she has to do to make whoever she's around happy. That's what it was. Now, at that point in time, Toya said, I don't know, like, what you've done to Portia. Like, I don't get what your issues are or whatever. But Em said she cool with me. And so you being upset about that puts me in a bad way. Em said it puts me in a weird position. And I feel like Kenya keeps making it seem as if Toya has to only choose her. And the weird part is Portia ain't doing that. Like, no one cares who was friends with who. Only Kenya care. Only Kenya. And that's the part that's dumb. And she kept scolding her as if she's a child. And she's not. She's not at all. And when she was talking to her, and then Kenya then said, well, don't raise your voice at me. I'm looking like, but bitch, she was not even raising her voice. And I appreciate her. It's like, I'm Trinidadian. We talk like that. If you can't take that, you can't take me. Now, at the end of the day, is Toya drunk? Yes. She completely is. But Kenya then talking about, well, you saying that, you know what I'm saying, it's like it's an excuse for me and my behavior. But there is no excuse because I have not done anything to those bitches. They fucked a stripper or whatever, and you defending me to some tramps. It's dumb. I'm like, Lord Jesus Christ. Kenya is on some complete bullshit. No one is coming for you. No one cares about what you're doing. But you making it more than what it has to be. And that's the part I don't like. Kenya is making this an issue. And it's based off what Marlo told her and how she feel like you fucked around with Portia on that trip. And now you on her side. And I'm like, but she not. She not at all. And I'm like, what is wrong with you? It's just dumb. But again, Toya drunk, so they walk away. Now, Portia get there at this point in time. And, in her party, the outfit. And she do ask, where's Toya? Like, where's her costume? And Fallon said, oh, a broke-ass mermaid. I said, not a broke-ass mermaid. So at that point in time, I'm like, what's going on? Now, they explain how Toya came in calling, Fallon's husband old as hell. And felt like he's only 55. He's not 65. But at the end of the day, he's still my husband. You have to respect us because it's our house. So Fallon is upset because again, Toya was rude about her husband. What? Why you don't like Kenya? We from Detroit, Team Detroit, one band, one sound. Bullshit. No, ma'am. No, thank you. I do not blindly support anybody. Kenya's on some bullshit, from Detroit or not. So, and it ain't that I don't like Kenya. Kenya's on some bullshit. And I'm not a blind follower. Never happened, never will be. You know what I'm saying? I can't do that. And that's just, that's not my steez. Anyway, so when Toya come down and Portia come down, or not Portia, Toya and Kenya come down, and at first it's like, okay, everyone's here. Latoya then wants to leave and say, because the party's boring, I'm gonna leave. Portia then say, oh, well, let me walk you out. And then she said, well, no, it's okay. She then asked, Kenya, how about you walk me out? Well, Portia asked you. So Portia and Latoya go outside. So outside, Portia is trying to answer, like, what's going on, what's the issue? And, well, Kenya's upset that, I told y'all about her divorce. And she's also upset that we kissed, in South Carolina. And I was like, that's just dumb. It's very, very dumb. And I like how Portia, what? What do you mean? What does that do with me? Like, I don't get why you're talking to me, because Kenya has an issue with the fact that we kissed, or the fact that you told, it's like, that don't have shit to do with me. I was like, girl, not me either. And again, it showed that one, Toya liked to flip flop and say, hey, if I tell you now this, what Kenya problem is, can you then be defensive of me to Kenya? And I'm like, I don't think that's gonna work. I do feel like Kenya then saying she wants to leave was trying to get out there and see what Portia and Toya was talking about. Because why all of a sudden you want to leave? Not what in a cultural appropriation. Boom. I'm the G. Yes. Yes. I agree. Yes. 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 Why didn't Kenya get mad at Candy? Latoya said she said something. Candy didn't tell somebody she wasn't cool with. It's a difference between having a conflict. It's a difference between talking to somebody who I'm cool with about something that y'all both know versus some people who do not know. Well, I don't fuck with. It's just a different thing. You can root for your home team, but if you don't, first of all, Kenya don't live here no more. Kenya don't work Detroit at all, and Kenya is full of shit. But everybody have their own part to play. Everyone can support their sport. I do not support Kenya when she's on bullshit. When she cool, she cool. Fine. Other than that, fuck Kenya. Anyway, so Kenya then come outside with Cynthia and with Fallon. So at that point in time, it gets a bit messy. Fallon asks Toya, why you leaving? What's going on? Why you leave? What's going on there? Well, you know what I'm saying? It's some weird energy in this house. I have to leave because the energy is weird. What could be because you came in here being rude or whatever, saying blah 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 about my husband. So that could be the weird energy. Toya then gets up to leave. She walks away, but she's yelling back at Fallon, this ain't your property, hoe. I'm like, why she gotta be a hoe? Why is she a hoe? What's going on? Then Fallon like, I am 31 years old now. Like before I turned 31, I already gave birth to 3 boys. Toya then gets back by 3 other men, by 3 different daddies. I'm like, what the fuck is wrong with Toya? Fallon, I would never allow anyone to come and disrespect what me and my husband has built. Like, this is our empire. Like, you can't come here on that bullshit. Toya yelling at that lady and screaming across her lungs and saying how she did say, keep it in your mouth, hoe. I'm looking like, what the fuck is wrong with Toya? Toya is a loose cannon who is like, she's worse than Kenya, mainly because she has no reason to be acting this way. Kenya wants to be the villain, so she's acting that because she don't have anything else to do. I feel like Toya is trying to be Kenya 10.10 to get herself on another season. And I don't think she realized it don't match. Like, Toya is a whole mother. Toya has kids. It's so weird. I don't even realize that she's a whole mom. And I'm like, what is wrong with you? I love Toya because she says anything to her mind, and her message keeps the show interesting. honey, I don't know about that, but okay. Toya's better. Look at how much she's also a drunk. Toya is just messy for no reason though. Like she had no reason to say any of that about Fallon. Like it was no point in going at Fallon's husband's age or her house. Like I don't get it. Like if Toya was going at Fallon for a valid reason, I get it. I get it. Because you and her had beef. But you and her have no issue. So why you keep fucking with her? Okay, you don't even know that girl. Anyway, at this point in time, Fallon's pissed. Fallon is pissed off. She wants to fight. She wants to beat Toya's ass. You see, they're outside. Bring her inside. We hear my ear. My hair keep going in my ear. She is trying to get to Toya. They bring her inside the house, but she then ran. She know her house. She ran in the house to go from the front of her house through the back of her house to get out the garage, trying to get at that girl. I was like, what is going on here? I forgot I had the pictures because it was all at the table. But again, it was just weird because it was a cool vibe, a little bit, and Toya came and fucked it all up. Even the fact that she would not sit and talk to Fallon, but she kept saying little bullshit about Fallon, about her house, about her husband, and saying to her to keep it in your mouth hole. I'm looking like, bitch, I will beat your ass. And it seemed like Fallon was just tired of the disrespect, tired of the bullshit. You're not going to keep coming for me for no damn reasons. And I'm mad because I will beat your ass. And when they then show Fallon running through her house to the garage, she picked up a golf club. I do feel like she's gonna maybe buzz out the windows, but again, she picked up a golf club. I'm like, don't do that on camera. And luckily, her husband came, calmed her down, took her upstairs or whatever. But I do feel like I wonder why they did not show Toya calling Fallon. Oh, she called her. Oh, okay. So that's what got her mad. She called her Ching Chong. Oh. I don't see an issue with Fallon calling her Trini because she goes by Trini Gal. So to me, I'm like, but Ching Chong is a bit much, in my opinion. I don't know. However, I see them giving Fallon another season. She came in best towards the end. We didn't see much of her before, but I do want to see how much more we get of her of the rest of the season. But I do feel like, Latoya was on some bullshit completely. And the ladies all leave. They are like, they like Toya drink too much and she drinks, she get dumb. And they all leave. To me, Candy, we the best outfit with Cynthia and Candy. I don't agree, but that's fine. Everyone has their own opinion. This episode to me was all over the place. It still feel like they're putting stuff together versus letting the season play out. I think they're trying to paint a narrative. I don't like it. I don't know. Toya said at first that's what prompted Fallon to say something back. Oh. I just think Toya's messy. I do. Like, Kenya has a reason to be upset with Toya. However, her reason should not have anything to do with the fact that she feels as if she is innocent and no one should have any issue with her. Like, you and Portia have a real beef, period. Like, y'all don't like it. Y'all don't rock together. You know what I'm saying? I get that. However, you making it seem as if because Toya kissed and made out with Portia, that makes her a bad friend or whatever, and that does not show any loyalty to me is bullshit. But again, it was what it was. She was being shady, and the show was about being shady. I thought it was funny, so this is what you get when you date your man. Put me on this. True, but I think because that's the first time that she said that to her, it's not a joke. You know what I'm saying? She said something like that to her the first time they met. I think she feels as if you keep coming for me, I don't like it. So, bullshit. What the point of Cynthia being on here? Okay, honey, I don't know. She got a whole golf club. She finna beat somebody's ass. She's like, not for me, not today. I'm going to have to watch Candy speak on it, and I'll do a car competition in the morning. I don't know what her and Fallon talked about, but I'll see. But that was the whole episode, y'all. I'm done. I've been on here 45 minutes. Oh, it's 4:30. Lord, I have to still do Married to Medicine. Anyway, Thank y'all for coming on. I know it's late because it's 12:30 here. I'm about to watch Married to Medicine. I may possibly go live when I'm done watching to get it out the way. It depends on what time I do it. I may do it tomorrow and go live tomorrow. We shall see. I don't know. But thanks for tuning in. Okay. Do not forget to like the video on your way out. Have a good night or good morning, whichever one you want to do. Because again, it's late. But I will talk to y'all later today or later today. Until then, peace.